the corner and shook my. Now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
Say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black. Designer say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, Q. Let's go, I'ma get.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. As so many kicking teams elect to do, this is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing from the outset is Penix. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin. It's Bijan Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run again here with Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Algier is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. This is caught. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 4 yards out. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Pushing his way through. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now, having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. On the give, Algier headed left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A play fake. Now Penix. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Stroud. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 57 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 out the gate early.
88 and out the gate?
Yeah,
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They'll go play action here with Penix. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's a... Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Stroud to throw it. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight...
It's caught at the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 73 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll throw with Penix. Flush to his right. That one deep for London. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings us 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 10-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 33-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Algier now up the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Trying the left side with Algier. Shifts past him at the 45. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Algier with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That's complete to Dell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Now Stroud. Dancing to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it with Algier. And he is going to have a Falcons first down.
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox. That on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion and straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out, they pay out, they pay out. I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers. The Bay watch the women. I curse. Go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. Like cut that confetti, I'm running through it. Like clear that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moon and I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stacks up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
I said, okay, okay, loser. Okay, loser. We go way, way back. I won't say, okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout. Get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat. I had to scoot her. She was at her knees. I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. Made a fortune, they can't let that go none. I'm doing so much, that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the I cheat. I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, okay, loser. Okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say, okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I said, loser, loser, loser. Why the always coming at the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, okay, loser. Okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say?
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Penix to the air right away. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end
doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back to Robinson now on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 35, here's second down and 7. Robinson with another carry. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position.
At their own 39-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is caught. Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerron Jennings, 61 yards. And the Niners are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one. To the air, Penix. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Penix. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Penix. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerron Jennings. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Purdy looking to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Lions. Ready?
Now Purdy.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant, and the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
That's brought in downfield by London. Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London, 70 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Koo now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go, Shaq.
Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
70 range, 70 range.
Purdy on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A 48-yard attempt.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And bulldozing his way through.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Come on, set.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
79 Broncos.
Purdy now to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk
from 13 yards out.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
That'll give them 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
In motion goes the tight end.
They are going for it. Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A play fake. Now Penix.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix.
And his throw is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
Being chased out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Moore, the man in motion.
They'll throw with Penix.
Sets up the screen to Robinson.
He's got room to roam.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They'll look to throw.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here's Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Flushed out right.
That is caught.
Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to